Guys, we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're gonna start with this one first. Two men arrested in Utah after device found under news vehicle. This is not good. We have more breaking news. Look at this one here. So they're really sounding the alarm here. You have officials. Look at this here. Officials are warning that political lawlessness in the US has surged to its highest level in more than half a century and not seen since the 1970s. In a deeply divided, sleeping giant country, of politically motivated strikes and attempted assault on political figures are rising at an alarming pace. Wow. Officials are really, really sounding the alarm here, guys. Now I want to show you some more stuff here. Give me a second. So it says here, look at this one. Once again, political leaders face security concerns and fear after Kirk's event. Guys, whose fault is it? I mean, you got these Looney Tunes on television, the NEWS. They put out all this stuff for many, many years. I mean, there's videos of mostly the other side, the left. I mean, they say crazy things online. They call mostly sleeping giant citizens, they call them, I'm going to spell the name, Nazis. For example, again, the MAGA, they compare that to, you know who, the Germany, again, a person in 1940 something. You guys know who I'm talking about. When you say stuff like that, of course, people's going to listen. People are tuned in. And some of these people is going to find it, you know, like, again, they're going to take it to the heart. And they're going to get, be very furious about it. So you're feeding the public all these things that, the Bible says you must, again, your tongue could be a weapon. You have to be careful with the things you say. Now they're concerned. They're very concerned and, extra security because of things that they said throughout the past couple of years. This is why the Bible says your tongue could be a weapon. You got to be careful. Think before you talk. So we are seeing a lot of things happening, guys. Lawlessness is rising. All right, so we're going to go with this one here really quick. A geomagnetic storm with a K index of 7 or greater, NOAA G3 or higher, is expected between 2:54 and 9 o'clock UTC time on September 15, 2025, potentially causing power system voltage irregularities, spacecraft surface charging, and increased satellite drag, intermittent GPS navigation, and high-frequency radio disruptions, and auroras visible as far south as Pennsylvania, Iowa, and Oregon. Wow. Once again, this is very important here, guys. We could see possibly some GPS interference, possibly power outages or blackouts. So we're going to get to all this news here, guys. I have a lot more I want to show to you before I start. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19. Number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Guys, so there's been some news coming out about the views that's being impacted, and now it's making headlines. All right, something is going on with the platform. They're saying the platform is broken. All right, so something broke in this platform. A lot of channels out there, including mine, has been getting hit. And it started in February, but now it's hitting the fan. It started also in August the 10th. So a lot of people has been reporting it, and I've seen a lot of videos today. There's a possibility the platform is going to fix that issue, which I doubt it. But again, if you can share our video, like the video, the more like the better. But a lot of people are saying that something broke in this platform, and it basically impacted many accounts out there, mostly accounts that is below 100,000 subscribers. Those over 100,000 Ks has not been impacted. All right, so pray for our channel, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It says here, the U.S. commander announces that a large number of people on the blue are now under investigation in the wake of Charlie, adding that many individuals traditionally associated with the left are already facing major investigation. Wow. Now we do have more news here. A 58 years old, I'm gonna skip the name, Utah man. Again, Utah's making headlines, guys. Identified as the Adib, has been cuffed on multiple charges related to equipment of mass destruction and, look at this, threats. Now the arrest followed the discovery of multiple devices placed beneath a news media vehicle. Reports indicate that the device had been ignited but failed. Man, that's where we at right now, guys. This is where we at right now. And again, I said this at the very beginning of this video. I mean, these people, the organization, the NEWS, they've been putting a lot of crazy stuff out there. A lot of crazy stuff. And there are consequences to that. There are consequences. Okay, more breaking news coming out. NBC is reporting that numerous employees have been fired or placed on leave over comments related to Charlie. Wow. The move has sparked growing concerns about freedom of... No. I never knew mocking someone's, you know what, is called freedom of speech. Whatever happened to hate, you know what. All right, so it says here, again, comments related to Charlie. The move have sparked growing concerns about freedom of, you know what, in the workplace. Well, actually, when it comes to workplace, there's certain things that companies will not allow. Again, you know, when you are hired, again, the manager is going to be like, hey, in this company, again, you know, we don't, religious stuff and politics, stay to the side. This is a business here. You come to work, all right? We don't discriminate and this and that. So they, you know, there's certain policy like you know, that the company put out there. You cannot just say, well, I could say this because it's freedom of speech. The company already gave you the list. All right, so a work environment, you have to respect. There's certain, you know, things that could trigger, you know, the work environment. So this is the reason why you had this company here. They are basically letting go a lot of people because they went too far, basically. It says here the move has sparked growing concerns about freedom of blah blah and the workplace, with critics warning that disciplinary actions are creating a chilling effect on open expression. I want to bring this one up, guys. Rising oceans and flooding caused by the will threaten the homes and livelihoods of over 1 million Australians by 2050. Man, 2050. Just imagine 2050. 2050 is a very, very long way, guys. But I don't think there's going to be a mobile device. I think everything will be microchip. It's going to be a whole different world. Okay, let's see what's going on here, guys. This is my first video today. I just, I decided to take like a day off, spend time with the family. We went out fishing. We did some crabbing. We went out to Olive Garden, and it was a beautiful day. It was. All right, so it says here, even before the takeout of Charlie, Governor Josh of Pennsylvania was struggling with the emotional toll of the political lawlessness. In the middle of the night, just 5 months ago, someone broke into his home and set it on, you know what? The governor, who is also a likely 2028 presidential contender, was asleep with his wife and young one. And in the weeks since his family fled the blaze, again, the governor has been forced to confront the vexing questions now consuming elected officials in both parties as they face the impact of Kirk's on their own public lives. Now, the emotional challenge for me that's been the hardest to work through is that as a father, the career I chose, that I find great purpose and meaning in, ended up putting my young ones' lives at risk. The governor said, a father of 4 told the Associated Press. Make no mistake, the emotional burden of being a father through this has been something that continues to be a challenge for me to this day. Across the nation, it is much the same for the right and the left officials after another stunning act of political lawlessness. Now, once again, the politics in both parties, both sides, and at virtually every level of public service are suddenly being forced to deal with acute security concerns and feelings of grief, anger, and fear as they move deeper into a fraught election season. Now, even AOC, she canceled her event due to security concern. Here's the thing. Stop comparing people to NAZIS. Stop comparing people to that. Can we just stop using that word? Can we stop using that word? Can we stop? Please? I can't believe they keep bringing that word up. I mean, people listening, that word should be banned. It says here some political leaders are canceling public appearances. There you go. What he saw put fear in them. Now it seems like they're gonna stay home now. I mean, it's not like they decided, the public decided to do these things. They hear it from you guys. They hear it from the NEWS. They hear it from Nancy. They hear it from all these other people. I mean, I remember I think it was like 2 months ago. Who was it? Maxine? She's like, go out there and do what you gotta do. Confront them. And I mean, when you put out messes like that, what do you expect? You giving them the green light. And now they're hiding. They're hiding in caves. It's a metaphor. They're hiding home. Some, who leaders are canceling public appearances. Others are relying on a large police presence to keep them safe. And still others insist that the fallout from Kirk won't have any impact on their duties. Indeed, even as the governor offered prayers for Kirk, widow, and young one, once again the left gov said he is undeterred in his duties as a leading figure in his national party and his state. I'm not slowing down, he said. On that, he and the U.S. commander appeared to agree. The right leader was asked during a Friday appearance on Fox News if he would cancel any public appearances of his own. You have to go forward, he said. So he's not going to cancel it. The U.S. commander's not going to cancel it. You know what needs to happen? There needs to be bulletproof glass around them. They need to be protected. They need to be protected when it comes to rally. The lawlessness rhetoric surges. Now it says, surges, excuse me. You have bellicose rhetoric and even warnings have surged in the days since Kirk event. Once again, it says here you have the left. It's the party of Elon, the tech titan and the CEO of the platform X, wrote. Now, if they won't leave us in peace, then our choice is to fight or die, Elon said. To that, you have Fox host Jesse said during a broadcast, they are at biblical war with us. Whether we want to accept it or not, they are at biblical war with us. What are we going to do about it? Well, Donald said he's investigating a whole bunch of the left. On Friday, a right posted online a video outside Illinois Gov home calling on followers to take action. The charged environment prompted a number of public officials, largely the left, to postpone public appearances. Now you have Senator Rubin canceled a Saturday town hall in Las Vegas out of an abundance of caution for town hall participant attendees and members of the media. Representative AOC also postponed a weekend event in North Carolina due to security concerns. I'm not saying all of them, but some of those, they open their blah, 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 and they say really bad stuff. And again, they're biting their own tongue now. The former right, Wisconsin Gov, president of Young America's Foundation, which works to attract young people to the GOP, said his group canceled a Thursday night event in California featuring the right commentator, Ben Shapiro, out of the respect for Kirk and his family. And while officials in both parties acknowledge that new security precautions will be in place for the short term, at least, cancellations have been rare. Maryland Gov West, another potential of the left presidential prospect who recently announced his 2026 re-election campaign, said he would not change his public schedule because of the increased warning, even as the political lawlessness will be on his mind. It's never something that completely leaves you, but I don't think it can be something that debilitates you, Mr. Morris told the Associated Press. Now it says here, when asked if he expect a retaliatory strike against the left, the former Army captain insisted, "We are not at biblical war with one another." As someone who has seen biblical war, as someone who knows what biblical war looks like, as someone who would live with the reality of biblical war for the rest of my life, I refuse to ever believe that we in the country are at biblical war with one another, he said. And I refuse to believe that we as a country are devolving into some just kind of type of retaliatory tit for tat. Resorting to lawlessness is a remarkable sign of weakness, more added. It means you can't win a political argument. And yet, political lawlessness is becoming more frequent in a sleeping giant. Former of the left Representative Gabby was impacted in the head as she met with constituents in 2011. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, so for some reason I heard statics in the microphone. I totally apologize. It says here once again, right Representative Steve was also hit at a congressional team baseball practice in 2017. The U.S. commander was grazed last summer, and barely 3 months ago, the top left in Minnesota State House and her husband were, again, GUN down at home. There's a lot more to this story here, guys, but you guys get the picture. It's just getting really bad. It's getting really bad. And now they're pretty spooked out now. They created something. They created something. They did. They created something, and they know. They did this, and I mean, how do you fix this now? How do you fix lawlessness? You sparked something here, and now you're hiding, and you have extra security. And now we have this one here. These individuals were going after, there you go, the NEWS. Here's the thing, guys. You know how many times poor Lewis got hit multiple times by the platform, supposedly because I put some wrong info? But when it comes to those Looney Tunes, they could call Sleeping Giant citizens NAZIS and get away with it. Two individuals allegedly planted a device underneath a you-know-who van in Utah on Friday and tried to ignite it, sparking a massive evacuation and federal probe. This person here, I'm going to skip the name, 58 years old, and another person, 31 years old, were each cuffed Sunday when authorities turned up at their front door in Magnon, Utah, less than an hour away from the college where famed conservative pundit Charlie was hit last Wednesday. Now, a pair is accused of hiding an incendiary device found underneath a van parked next to an occupied building. Now, the device had been lit, but apparently malfunctioned. Just imagine that thing would have went kaboom. I mean, it would have been, oh man. The FBI, you-know-who agency assumed jurisdiction over the investigation as soon as the incendiary device was confirmed to be real, given its worrying placement under a media-affiliated vehicles in such a public setting. In less than 2 days, federal authorities traced the threat back to the Nairs. Squad members parsed through their residence after obtaining a federal search warrant and uncovered more equipment of mass destruction inside, along with some other stuff here, guys. A lot of stuff. Very bad things. Which Adib and Adele weren't permitted to own as restricted persons with known narcotic use, according to the arrest documents. Man. And you guys know me. I always say this. If you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. Because they're out there, and boy, it's getting a lot tougher. And we must pray for our commander in chief. We have to pray for him. Elon. Elon has been sounding the alarm. He's been sounding the alarm. Elon sent a chilling message at a far-right rally in the UK on Saturday, warning the crowds that lawlessness is coming. And you either fight back or you DIE. This is absolutely right. The Bible mentions distress of nation. Distress of nations. Perplexity. There will be distress of nation. What is distress of nation? Perplexity. Chaos. Misery. Confusion. Lawlessness. I mean, it just, everything broken. It's all broken. Everything's broken. The hearts of many is lost. Nation against nations. Earthquakes. I mean, everything's just shaking right now. And boy, we are seeing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. People need to start repenting. Jesus is coming. And people keep telling me, yes, September 23rd, Louis, he's coming. No one knows the day or hour. People need to stop with that September 23rd. And that's not the first time they use that date. September 23rd is always, they use that date every single year. And it, again, 2016, September 23rd, Jesus never came. 2017, September 23rd, Jesus never came. 2018, September 23rd, Planet X supposed to hit us. It never did. 2019, September 20th. Again, why do they keep using September 23rd? They do that, again, because they gain views. When I say they, the wolves, excuse me, the wolves, clothing of lamb, the false teachers, they keep deceiving the elect. All right, we're going to jump with this one here. My dude called 8 million. Venezuela just shrugged. Nicholas tried to flex 8 million militiamen summoned for combat training at 312 bases, warning of a looming U.S. strike. What he got? Crickets! Barracks across the country sat almost empty. In some places, barely a dozen showed up, mostly public employees, afraid to skip. Even regime bastions like Frente Manere and Frente Tiuna couldn't fake enthusiasm despite top brass like Cabello and Padrino Lopez making appearances. Now, Venezuelans aren't buying the war scare. They're exhausted, skeptical, and unwilling to be cannon fodder. Officials spun the flop as peace and unity and promised more training rounds, but the optics are brutal indeed. A gov desperate for loyalty and nations that quietly checked out. So again, that 8 million, it seems like it's baloney. It seems like it's all baloney. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, so the U.S. commander just put out this information not too long ago. The U.S. commander said we might send some, you know what, for what they said about Charlie. So he's going to send them away. You don't belong here to the sleeping giant. Can he do that? Well, again, I don't think he could deport citizens. Reporter said, have you asked to start revoking the visas of the foreigners who have celebrated Charlie? Oh, okay. So the U.S. commander said, no, we haven't. We haven't, but we are looking at names. We don't like that. That's not right. We wouldn't celebrate if something happened on their side, and we don't. These are sick individuals. These are really deranged people. We do have more breaking news here, guys. There's a nuclear jet. Nuclear capable French jet land in Poland. France just sent is... Okay, I already read this part here. I'm just going to skip this one. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to end it here. I'm not seeing anything else. So once again, French nuclear forces arrive in Poland. Let me just read that. Hold on, give me a second here. I don't think I read that this one here. I think I might have mentioned it in my other video, but not in this one. So France just sent its Rafale fighter jets to a Polish airbase as part of NATO mission to watch the Eastern Front. These jets belong to the Lafayette Squadron, one of the few French units trained to carry nuclear missiles. So yeah, we did talk about this over my other channel. While they almost certainly did not bring actual nukes. Again, it's only the plane, guys, not the nukes. I mean, again, the Bear's not going to allow that. The message to Russia is clear. France is showing off its most powerful toys. Now, the Rafale can fly fast, strike hard, and in France's plan, act as a warning shot before bigger nuclear ever come out. Parking them in Poland isn't just defense, it is a signal that NATO is serious about standing up to Moscow. Man. Just like, again, Moscow had that nuclear parked on a highway facing... I mean, looking straight up in the sky, but it was a message towards Poland. So we are definitely seeing some stuff here, guys. Definitely seeing some stuff. You have these countries sending message to each other. Now, I did post some of the videos. If you guys want to check it out, the link will be in the comments box. But, yeah, this is all of it for now, guys. This is all of it. I'm just going to end it here. But again, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, today was a slow day. I didn't post too many videos, but thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really appreciate your support. So yeah, have a good night, and for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon will get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.